Cook moving fast on the road game. I'm hoping to try and get Trent in here too before we do coach. But go ahead.
Turn light on or not? No more lights?
Yeah, no, this is all the lights they got. So go ahead, Ken. I'll turn it over.
All right. Yeah, I got it, Derek. All right, Ayo. Thanks for joining us. Great game today. We're going to start off with questions from the folks in Minneapolis. Derek Piper leading off, and then Robert Rosenthal after that. So go ahead, Brandon. Go ahead, Derek.
Ayo, what's that feeling like today when you just operate at that level as a team and just have that much fun out there? What were you seeing, and what led into that for you guys to do that?
I mean, we know the sense of urgency we have to play with. The regular season, is winding down, and we know in order for us to accomplish our goals, there's no room for error. So we just out here having fun, playing as hard as we can, doing what we do, doing what we love, and just enjoying the fact that we playing basketball. Like I always tell my teammates, enjoy this moment. Don't let COVID or not be able to see your family affected, because this is memories that's going to last for a lifetime. So that's what we just trying to play out there. That's how we trying to play.
You stayed in the game late to hunt that triple-double. Did you have to campaign at all to Coach Underwood to get him to do that? And what does it mean to get another one of those under your belt?
No, one thing about Coach Underwood, he always coaches to the end. And that's one thing that I can say about him, whether it's in practice. It's been games where towards the end of the game, if someone messes up, he screamed the same way. So he told me when I was coming out earlier, with 10 minutes left, he told me when my night was going to be over around the 3-minute 30 mark. So I just tried to go out there and just play and have fun.
Thanks, sir.
Okay, Robert Rosenthal, you're up, and then Brett Barron's on deck. Go ahead, Robert.
Ayo, the team started the second half 18 for 22 from the floor. Is that the best the team has played offensively this year?
Definitely. I mean, I guess I'm not pretty sure about how the other games are analytically, but we shot the ball well. Teams, they're scheming us. They're trying to take what we do best and trying to play more aggressive, but we're just using that against them. Trying to just find open man, and we put up a lot of shots, and it was falling tonight.
And you said earlier, I think it was even the last game, that when the opponent hedges on you, you don't mind it because you've got a whole bunch of guys wide open. So
definitely, I love it. I love it. I think it's a compliment. I think it's the biggest compliment. Putting 2-on-1 or heading someone in ball screen. So I'm just playing my game, trying to do whatever it takes to win. Like I always say, that you do whatever it takes to win, and at the end of the day, everything takes care of itself.
Thanks.
Okay, Brett Barron's up, and then Scott Ritchie on deck. Go ahead, Brett.
Ayo, you're rewriting the record books both personally and as a team for Illinois. What does this mean to you to be in this position this late in the season?
I must thank the Lord for putting our team in this position to be successful. And yeah, I just excited. We want more. We know this is nowhere near where we want to end up at. We want more success. We want championships, of course, but it's always good to come in here and beat a well-coached team. Minnesota is 13-1 prior to this game. They're very well at home. They beat, I believe, Ohio State, Iowa, Michigan. The top premier teams in our league. They beat them here, so we knew that we had to come out and play, the right way to get this win. So I'm just blessed to be in this position, but I understand I'm humble, but I'm hungry.
What did you make of Trent's play today, defensively and offensively? What he was able to bring to the court?
He was great. Trent was great. He was phenomenal. He's a senior. I always tell him, play as hard as you can. It's only about 5 to 6 guaranteed more games left. Maybe seven. Besides the Big Ten tournament. But after that, every game is single elimination. So enjoy it. Play to fulfill it. Play to the fullest. And he's been doing a great job of that. He's been in the gym working on his game, working on his craft. So I'm very proud to see his hard work pay off.
Okay, Scott Ritchie, and then Gavin Good. Go ahead, Scott.
Hey, you guys were pushing the ball in transition off misses, off makes. Was that just something that you felt like you could do and maybe take advantage of Minnesota that way?
I mean, that's what we do every game. I'm pretty sure you watched us this season. That's what we like to do. We like to get out and run. We have, we start, 3 point guards. So anyone gets to just get on and run, get on and push, and I just have fun. And then, Coach Underwood, his main focus about us is on defensive end. So we try to lock in on defensive end, and then it gives us opportunities on offensive end to, do what we do best.
And I mean, obviously, the last two games got the wins, which was important, but maybe didn't play Illinois basketball at its best. Was this maybe more of that? Just maybe what you guys can actually accomplish?
Definitely. But, like I said, it's a win. I don't look at this win no different than Northwestern win because in the Big Ten, every team, top to bottom, is good. Every team is well coached. Any team can be beaten any given night. I just think that definitely this is I do enjoy this win because I felt like we were in a rhythm defensively and we didn't let the gas off the pedal. So I really think we got more growth from the Purdue game when we were up like 13-14 and last game Northwestern. But overall, it's all a W, and we just want to keep stacking wins, just keep piling them, and just keep getting better and better each game.
Okay, Gavin Good, and then up to Jeremy Werner. Go ahead, Gavin.
Ayo, obviously Kofi has changed this team defensively as well as offensively, but how do you think he's grown at the defensive end? Because it really seems like he's improved there this year.
He did a great job of, getting his feet quicker, jumping a lot of rope, doing a lot of running, a lot of lateral agility things that has helped him drastically in the pick and rolls. And he put a lot of work to his game also, to his body. He slimmed down, and we put a challenge on him in practice. Every time we in the ball screen, we try to go at him. And, when he's going against us every day in practice, it makes it, a little bit easier to go against the opposing guards.
Trent and Jake Grandison both had big games today. I think it was Jake's highest point output for you guys this year. How dangerous do they make this team when they're firing on all cylinders like that?
Oh, I mean, it's great. It makes our team so dangerous because if opposing teams want to hard head and get the ball out of my hands, I believe my teammates 100%. So, those passes to Trent, like those are easy reads, driving, I'm helping strong side corner, I'm kicking it. Like, that's just a read that, I'm going to continue to make because I believe in Jake, I believe in Trent, I believe in Ace, and Coleman Hawkins, I believe in everyone on our team. So when they're making shots, when they're on their game, it makes it the opposing team hard to just focus on me or focus on Kofi, and that's what makes our team dangerous.
Okay, Jeremy Werner, you're up, and then Brandon on deck. Go ahead, Jeremy.
Hey, I know you go up against him every day the last 3 years in practice. So what makes Trent Frazier a difficult defender?
I mean, he's quick. He's very fast, and he's quick, and he's pretty strong. I know Trent. I'm not really worried about Trent guarding, opposing guard because I see what he does every day in practice. And when he's on me, I really got to get in my bag. I really got to dig deep to move to get around him. So I know that opposing guards, they're not going to continue to score on him. And he just takes it personal. That's one thing about him on the defensive end. He takes it personal. And Trent doesn't care about offense. What he does for us offensively is great. He's a great shooter. He's a senior. But at the end of the day, when he comes to the game, he always speaks defensively. And that's why I'm proud of him that he was able to make shots and, half quarters. The basketball guys reward that. When you take pride in the defensive end and you really care about winning, then that's when you get rewarded.
Thanks, Al.
Hey, Brandon, you're up.
Hey, Ayo, we kind of missed the Trent half-court shot on the broadcast. Can you kind of explain what you saw from your vantage point?
The ball went out of bounds. It was like 2 seconds. No, there was like maybe 7 seconds left. They got it in. They tried to shoot a shot. It was well contested. And he threw it to Trent. He took 2 dribbles. And I'm telling you, every day in practice before we huddle it in, Trent catches the ball from half court and he shoots it, make him miss, and then we in practice like that. So, actually, when I seen it out of his hands, I'm like, oh, yeah, that's cash. That's cash.
Thanks, Ayo.
Okay, we'll go Matt Stevens and then Joey Wagner. Go ahead, Matt.
To add on to Scott's question about the fast break points, 31 is just an unbelievable number in a Big Ten game. You've played enough Big Ten games to know that. Just what did you feel like the rhythm was like today that allowed you guys to get on the break as well as you did and finish as well as you did when you got out there?
I think defensively, when we were able to get stops and rebound and push it, it makes our team so dangerous. And today was a prime example of that. When guards get back and rebound, we can easily get it out and push it. It's dangerous because, like I said, we have 3-point guards in the lineup. So whoever gets it, we're just getting out and running. And that was on prime, example today.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Kent, I'll take last one, and then I'm going to switch to Trent.
Okay, we'll go Joey Wagner. Go ahead, Joey.
You guys are awfully good when you have like 6 guys who score 5+ points. What is it like on offense when you have so many guys going, and what do you imagine that would be like to have to find a way to defend?
It's great. You can't defend it. Our team is we have so many weapons where when everyone's clicking on all cylinders offensively and defensively, it's very hard, for the opposing team to try to defend us. I wouldn't even lie. I said it in a humble way, but today was one of those nights where, Jake was he was getting to the line, making threes. Trent was making threes. Ace made threes. Georgie gave us tremendous energy. Kofi, he does what he does best. So when you have so many weapons doing it, Bello got in the lane. It's hard to really, stop us because, you can't really key in on one person.
Can I ask, did you call this triple-double like you did 2 weeks ago?
No, I ain't. I'm telling you, I'm not psychic. I ain't call this one. I just go out there and have fun. I was just, in a rhythm, just doing whatever it takes. My coaches, they get on me a lot. Like y'all to be surprised. Like I wish it was a mic, how y'all could really see how my coaches, get on me so much in practice about rebounding, just making a right read. And I just try to go out here and just, take the challenge. They challenge me each and every game, and I just try to come out here and take the challenge.
Thanks.
Thank you, Ayo. Congrats. We'll
Thank
see
you.
Tuesday night. All right, we'll go back and we'll start with Robert Rosenthal with Trent, and then followed by Derek Piper.
Okay, here he is.
All right. Hi, Trent. Thanks for joining us today. Go ahead, Robert, and then we'll go with Derek.
Hey, Trent, I got to start with the half-court shot. You did it last year. I know you did it in high school. I know you practice it every day. You get excited when you have the ball at half court and 2 seconds left?
Oh yeah, always. Like you just said in the question, you answered it. I literally practice, the hardest shots at the beginning of practice and at the end. I have like an imaginary clock in my head where it's 1 second, and I'll throw it one hand from 94 feet and try to practice those type of shots. I shoot a half-court shot before we break down and at the end of practice. So it's just me continue to practicing those shots, and hopefully they go in. So one went in tonight, and it's exciting to see one of those go in.
So a 30-point win on the road. Do you think this is the best this team has played this year?
For sure, especially on the road. It's always hard to go into another arena, and win by 30, especially to a team that's been incredible at home this year, being 3 top 10 teams this year. Just coming in here with the mindset of just roadkill, like every other game, treating like another game, but we just had to come in here more hungry. So we know they were desperate to get this win and to play us. So we had to suit up the same way they suited up. So we came in here. I thought we did a good job tonight of executing and being really good on the defensive side.
Okay, we're going to go to Derek next, but the other folks who are in Minneapolis, if you want to jump in with a question, please let me know. Otherwise, we'll skip it up to the rest of the other reporters. So go ahead, Derek.
Trent, what was that feeling like to be out there and have everyone just playing at such a high level and to maybe make a statement on national television? Just what was it like to be out there and maybe play your guys' best game of the year?
It's amazing. Like I said before, especially on the road, these are really hard games. Like I said before, coming into arena 13-1, it was special out there tonight. All 5 guys that were on the court tonight, whoever was on the court at the time, gave us great energy, playing their butts off, and just playing hard for 40 minutes. I thought we did an amazing job tonight, defending their best players, making it tough, and just giving different looks. So it was special out there tonight, just hearing the energy from the bench, 1 through 15. And most important is just always exciting, to take care of business and, get the guys that don't usually get the chance, the opportunity to come in and play. They got that chance tonight. So that's very special because those guys work just as hard as we do.
Ayo mentioned understanding the urgency of where you guys are at right now. Not that many games left in the season and postseason play coming up, the Big Ten title on the line. Are you starting to feel that as well? Just kind of maybe is that playing into the way you guys perform?
For sure. I mean, I agree with everything you just said. I think as a team right now, we're treating every game as it in the tournament. Our mindset right now, as a whole collective group, is 6 in a row. We're trying to do 6 in a row because that's what it's going to take. Every night it's going to be hard. Every night's going to be different. Like you said, whether you win by 30, you win by 2-1, just being able to close out games and take care of business. Like I said, just playing with urgency. And I think that's going to be the biggest thing. To finish out the season. With everyone just staying focused and just staying hungry.
Okay,
Thanks,
we'll go Brett Behrens and then Scott Ritchie, and then we'll go to the other reporters who aren't there. Go ahead, Brett.
Trent, this 7-game win streak matches last year. It's the longest you guys have had. Do you kind of get the same feelings last year and how well you guys were playing? And what do you think you learned from that to keep it going here?
It's February. I mean, that's what it's going to take right now. We got to be able to, to close out games right now, and come in every game with the mindset of, NCAA tournament, win or go home. So I think that's the biggest key right now with this team is we're very, very, cautious of paying attention to details. Everyone has laser focus and, everyone just going out there and playing as hard as they can for 40 minutes. So we just got to continue to stay together and continue to work every day when we get in the gym.
Ayo is the first player in school history, Trent, to have 2 triple doubles. How much do you feel like he's making his case for National Player of the Year and Big Ten Player of the Year?
I think he's been made that case since last year. I've been told him that. I always believed him. He's an unbelievable, player. I tell him every game, to do what he do, be a pro. I tell him and Kobe that be a pro for me tonight, and obviously, every game is going to be different. Guys are going to be aggressive with Ayo. But, I tell him, in the half court, guys are denying you. So, when we get a defensive rebound, look for me right away. I'm kicking it to you, be aggressive in transition because he's the best guard in transition. I truly believe no one can stop him in transition. So I think he's been made that case for National Player of the Year. He's been unbelievable for us these past 2 years. And he's just, only continue to get better.
Okay, Scott Ritchie, you're up. And then we'll head back to the other. Alec will be next. Go ahead, Scott.
Trent, just in these games in front of, there's maybe 50 people here, so not really a crowd at all. Is it easier to, on the road, just sort of grab hold of a game and, flip the momentum in your favor like you did today?
Honestly, I don't really think there's a difference with 20 fans, 30 or 40. I think our bench was louder than their fans tonight. That's what it's going to take. I think that it's an equal opportunity, home or away, considering there's no fans. So, you just got to find ways to bring your own energy. And that's what our team has been doing, this whole season. The bench has been incredible, bringing energy to this team when we're in the game. So I think it's an equal opportunity. I don't think, the opponent having 30, 40 people in the stands makes a difference because, we try to bring the most energy every night.
Okay, we'll go ahead. I'm going to go ahead with Alec and then finish up with Jeremy. Go ahead, Alec.
Hey, Trent, obviously you had a career high, I think 6 assists tonight or 6 steals. You looked like you were hunting a little bit more for the steals tonight against Marcus Carr. Can you just kind of describe that defensive aspect for you tonight?
I don't think I was hunting. He's a really good basketball player, obviously he can, go for 30, 40 any night. I think, it's just me being laser focused when we play, when we go against teams like this, that has a guy on their team that can, put 30, 40 up. So I try to put myself in position every night to help my teammates win and be great on defense. And just like I said, just put myself in position to be in the right spots, to get deflections, get steals. And that's what it all takes. I just try to play hard for 40 minutes. And that's just what I do.
Okay, last question and it'll be by Jeremy. Go ahead, Jeremy.
Hey Trent, Marcus is shooting 25% in 3 games against you. What's your goal when you go up against a guy like that?
Like I said, he can go for 30, 40 any night. I just have to be laser focused for 40 minutes, and I can't take a play off because he wants to, he can get a bucket or get a shot up anytime because he's really good at, creating space off the bounce, getting into the lane. He's really strong, being able to post up smaller guards like me. So, just me, I have to be aggressive on the defensive end, just continue to be laser focused every possession throughout the game and not fall asleep because once I fall asleep and slip up, that could be a 3. So I try to just be laser focused. Like that's the word I have right now. Laser focused on defense when I play guys like that for 40 minutes.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you, Trent. Appreciate it. Have a safe trip back. We'll get set up for coach here. So again, we'll let the folks who are in Minneapolis ask the first questions, and we'll go start on the line after that.
Good afternoon.
Hey, Coach. Why don't you go ahead with an opening statement, and we'll start taking some questions.
Yeah, obviously one of those days. It felt good for us to do that. I was really pleased with our defense. I thought we did a really nice job of disrupting their patterns, their rhythms, their sets. Trying to take those away. We had a really good idea coming in that we would get a heavy dose of Marcus Carr and Mashburn. Those two guys have been playing extremely well. Mashburn coming off two career highs. But again, Richard's in a tough spot. He's got a man down, a guy who's got a lot of experience in Kalsher. And then Liam was not healthy, but I'm really proud of our guys. It was a 40-minute defensive effort. We talked a lot about them being 13-1 at home, and their wins are electric. I mean, their wins are Michigan, their wins Ohio State, Iowa. They've beaten the best this league has, and so our guys were focused. Obviously, Io's triple-double. Knew about it with a little bit to go in the game, left him in for a little bit to get it. But I thought our execution on the offensive end was great. 27 assists, 10 turnovers. And yet that's when Ayo rebounds like that, we're electric offensively because his defense turns into offense for us and he's spraying it. Everybody saw what Kofi and Georgie can do running the floor. And then I thought we did a great job of throwing the ball up to Kofi, throwing it up to Georgie, throwing it up to Jermaine, letting them go get it. And our guards made the right reads today.
Okay, we'll open up Gavin Good first, Robert Rosenthal on deck, and then Derek Piper. Go ahead.
Hey, Brad. Obviously, with the schedule to win the Big Ten, you guys are going to have to do almost all of it on the road. After that performance today,
Who cares?
Right?
Who cares? Line them up. It is what it is. I'm so tired of talking about scheduling. Just bring them on. It doesn't matter who we play. This league's a monster. Next, who's next? This team's going to have to fight. They're going to have to play. It's unfortunate we can make excuses about the 3 games we had canceled. They're road games. I don't care. Let's go.
Ayo with the triple-double, but obviously he had a lot of help today, especially with Grandison and Trent, who got going early. What does that do for you guys?
Jacob was phenomenal early. I thought when the game was in the guts of the game early in the first half, his threes, he had 4 assists. He moved the ball. Jake is a great ball mover, and then picked his spots. And we knew after game 1 that Kofi was going to attract a lot of attention. But I thought Trent and Jacob were phenomenal early in terms of making other plays. And then we got out at the end of the half. We got out and got some easy baskets in transition, and that's where we all excel there.
Okay, Robert, and then Derek Piper on deck. Go ahead, Robert.
Coach, the under 4 timeout in the first half was a 5-point game. In the second half, 2.5 minutes into the second half, Coach Pitino takes a timeout because it's a 26-point game. Is that 6-minute stretch there about the best your team can play?
I hope not. I hope we got more than that. It was good. It was good. We talked a lot. I was very, very upset at the last 4 minutes of the first half of the Northwestern game and the way we ended that. And it was a lack of execution, casual turnovers, and then it's about starting the second half the right way. And obviously we tried to do a little 2-for-1 at the end of the half, and it ends up being a 3-for-2. Kind of possession. We had 3 possessions because of the steal and Trent's half court shot, but that momentum carries over, and all of a sudden, it's a 9 or 10, 11-point game, and all of a sudden it's 15 or whatever it was, and so I was excited to see that. And then we opened the second half and really kind of kept the pedal to the metal, and I was nice to see that.
And then I wanted to ask about Curbelo. He took a tumble off the top of the high court. Any updates there?
No, I think he just kind of jarred himself a little bit, kind of landed on his shoulder, but nothing serious beyond that.
Thanks.
Okay, Derek Piper and then Brett Behrens. Go ahead, Derek.
Hey, Coach, 31 points in transition. That's always a point of emphasis, but was it more so in this game? Was there anything that you saw was an opportunity there?
Well, again, Derek, it was our defense. I mean, it was our ability to go rebound. I think you go back and you start looking at when our guards have big rebounding nights, usually our numbers in transition are pretty good. And again, here's a team in Minnesota that averages 80 a game at home. And, we had them in the mid 60s and that turned into easy offense. And, there's a correlation there between those guys rebounding and us guarding and easy baskets at the other end.
Did Ayo have to say anything to you to campaign for that triple double, or what was the conversation like?
He didn't even know. That was our staff, and I'm usually really sensitive to uniqueness like that, but I'm also unique to Richard's a good friend, and I didn't want him to think we were trying to keep that up, and so he had about a minute at the under 4 to try to get it, and he did, and he was coming out.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay, Brett Behrens and then Scott Ritchie.
Brad, you matched your 7-game winning streak from last year. What do you take away from that in the momentum you guys were able to create last year and doing it again now at the end of the year at the right time?
I think 2 completely different teams, 2 different scenarios. I think that our teams were in completely different positions. We were fighting for a position in the tournament not to play the first day, and now we're at a much different place, and our goals are different, our agenda is different. We're a better basketball team now than we were then, and all we can do is try to get better and get ready for the next one.
You've made your case multiple times, but how much does Ayo, once again, rewriting the record books today, make his case for National and Big Ten Player of the Year?
Well, damn, I don't know who's any better. I mean, literally, I know guys have more publicity and more marketing and more this and that, but the numbers don't lie, and the productivity doesn't not lie, and the winning doesn't lie, and I have no idea who in the hell that anybody thinks is any better than him right now.
Okay, Scott Ritchie, you're up. Then Shannon Ryan. Go ahead, Scott.
Hey, Brad, it was 20 years between Sergio McClain's triple-double and Ayo's first, and now 2 weeks between Ayo's first and second. I mean, is there any way to even quantify maybe how special that is?
I think it happens when good players play on good teams. You can't go achieve a triple-double if you don't have guys making shots, and you don't have other guys executing, and you don't have unselfishness, and it's easy to go out and score a lot of points, and you usually look and you see those guys that they have no assist, and that's not the case. And like I said, when in describing Ayo, I mean, it's winner, and it's all caps, every letter, and it's going to do whatever it takes to win, and it is very unique. And but I think it goes hand in hand with really good player playing on a good team with a bunch of great teammates.
And was it Robbins maybe not being full go and like sitting most good chunk of the second half that maybe lets you get Kofi out of there a little sooner.
Yeah,
Give
I
him a
mean,
little more.
I mean, we're trying to do really big things here. And, that's why leaving Io in was, unique. But getting Kofi rest was also getting Jermaine, who had a great week of practice on the court, was really important as well. So, it's on to the next and keeping them healthy and safe and the best, the least wear and tear is great.
Okay, we'll go Shannon Ryan. Go ahead, Shannon.
All right. Hi, Brad. Yeah, so Ayo mentioned, just these guys are having a lot of fun together. Trent mentioned just this real attention to detail and focus. And you've coached a lot of teams that have gone to the NCAA tournament, that have made some runs there. And I'm just wondering, what are some of the intangibles or heightened maybe emotions or things you notice when a team is peaking and kind of coming together at the right time?
Yeah, for one, and this sounds really, and this sounds corny. Okay, so bad word, but it's smiles, and you've got to have guys that are enjoying what they're doing and enjoying doing it with each other, and this group is smiling a lot. The other part of that is the efficiency with which we can now get through practice. We don't have to spend X amount of time in practice. We can hit something, we can talk about it, and we can work on it 2 or 3 times. We don't have to do it 10. And that means mentally we're really focused and dialed in. And then when you get to be a point where you're playing hard, you don't have to coach effort, you can have a lot of fun. And I like seeing that right now. Now, every game's a new game and new opponent, and but I like seeing those things, and there are a lot of positive qualities going on with our team right now.
There did seem to be a lot of laughing at times on the court, or just, big grins, anything that really, even in practices, that kind of, I don't know, stands out to you or makes you see like, okay, these guys are doing it, having those smiles, or some memories that pop out to you from recently here.
Yeah, and I mean, Shannon, I don't think there's one thing. I think one thing we have is personalities. Whether it's Trent dancing and I mean, Kofi never shuts up, and he's a comedian, and Io's a little more serious, but there's just a good, they're trying to teach me how to dance. They're trying to get me, it's just one of those things that it's fun. And, every day we kind of know the difference between serious work and playful fun. And again, I've said it many times, we're trying to make oven fun in a year that's had a lot of challenges. So these guys are buying into all that. Great kids. We got great guys.
All right, thanks.
Okay, we'll go to Joey and then finish up with Jeremy. So go ahead, Joey Wagner.
I guess the natural follow-up, Brad, is how go the dancing lessons in oven?
Well, they've got a really crappy participant. I mean, it is a, I don't know if any you guys have all seen Trent dance. Carbello can really dance. Kofi for 7 foot 300 is pretty good. I did some things with a soccer ball the other day, so maybe my footwork's getting a little better, but man, I'm no rhythm, they got a lot of work to do with me.
On a more serious note, Brad, you guys are pretty good when you have 6 guys who score at least 5 points. What does that do for you offensively to have it coming from everywhere? And how would you imagine that would be to try to defend?
Well, I think we've shown we've got guys who can make baskets, and to me that's unselfishness. When you understand that, you've got guys that can jump up and make shots. You've got guys that are willing to pass, and one of this team's best attributes is our passing. And not to go unnoticed tonight, we're the 27th assist.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll finish up with Jeremy. Go ahead, Jeremy Werner.
Hey, Brad. Marcus Carr in 3 games against you is shooting 25%, 35 points. Like, what does Trent Frazier do so well against him?
Never takes a play off. Trent's, it's a great challenge for Trent because, you know, if you look at Marcus's legs, he's got big, strong legs. He's a powerful guy in his lower body, but, you know, Trent has a little bit of a quickness advantage, maybe. He's able to pick him up. He's got great quickness. He can keep him in front. You know, and Marcus is one of the best this league has to offer. So, and the country, you know, that guy's gonna be a draft pick. So, you know, but Trent never takes a play off. He takes great pride in that end. And, you know, I've said it many times, he's one of the best defenders in America. And tonight was very evidenced against a pro and 6 steals and the half court shot to go with it.
With his story about being kind of a scorer, not defender, and now a defender, what does that set for Andre and Adam and just your culture of what you want to do?
Well, I think both those guys are going to be elite defenders. I mean, there's not a doubt in my mind. They all have the tools to be that. And, you know, now it's just gaining the experience that Trent has and the anticipation. And both those guys are elite. And, you know, when you've got Trent demanding it every single day in practice, you know, and for lack of a better term, he's the Energizer Bunny. He never takes a day off. And he gets really mad at me when I take him out in practice because he wants to be out there all the time. So, pretty good culture guy.
Thanks, Brad.
All right, Coach. Thank you much. Have a safe trip home.
Thank you.